Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to our bid to find the best team in baseball history. We are in LA today for the Dodgers and we will find out who is the best team in Dodgers franchise history. It is going to be 1963, 1974, 1988 and 2020 all going head to head. Now we have to get to a final to watch today, of course, so that means semi-finals up first. First up, we had a random draw. It was 2020 to face 1988. So let's see who came out on top on that one. The 2020 Dodgers were led off by Chris Taylor in left field, Justin Turner at third, batted second, Corey Seager at 3 at shortstop, Mustafa Betts in right field cleaning up, Max Muncy at first base batted 5, Will Smith caught at 6, Bellinger was center field at 7, Enrique Hernandez at second base was 8, and Clayton Kershaw was on the mound. And the 1988 Dodgers led off by Steve Sachs at second base, Franklin Stubbs at first batted second, Mike Marshall in right field batted 3, Kirk Gibson in left field cleaned up, Mickey Hatcher at third base batted 5, Mike Soroka caught at 6, Stan Shelby at center field batted 7, Dave Anderson at shortstop was 8, and Tim Belcher was on the mound. 2 on, 1 out, and Mookie Betts hits a 3-run home run. 1 on, 1 out, and Marshall's sac fly pulls back a run for 1988. Two on, 2 out, Alejandro Pena on the mound, and Turner's RBI single makes it 4-1 to 2020. Two on, 9 out, Oriel Hercier on the mound, and Smith's sac fly makes it 5-1. 1 on, 2 out, and Hernandez RBI double makes it 6-1. None on, 2 out, Dylan Floro on the mound, and Hatcher strikes out to end the game and send 2020 to the final. So fairly comfortable, has to be said. So 2020 going to the final with a shortened season, of course, so wasn't sure exactly how they do, but they looked pretty good there, didn't they? So that left us 1963 to face 1974. Let's see who else is going to be in today's final. Leading off for the 1963 Dodgers was Maury Willis at shortstop, Willie Davis batted second in center field, Tommy Davis batted third in left field, Frank Howard in right field cleaned up, Ron Fairley at first base was batting 5, Ken McMullen was at third base batting 6, Johnny Roseborough caught at 7, Dick Treswitsky was second baseman, he was at 8, and Sandy Caffo was on the mound. And the 1974 Dodgers were led off by Davey Lopez at second base, Bill Buckner at left field was batting second, Steve Garvey at first batted 3, Jimmy Wynn in center field cleaned up, Joe Ferguson caught at 5, Willie Crawford was in right field at 6, Ron Key at third base was batting 7, Bill Russell shortstopped at 8, and Don Sutton was on the mound. 1 on, none out, and Willie Davis hits a 2-run home run to give 1963 a 2-0 lead. 1 on, 2 out, and Tommy Davis hits a 2-run home run to make it 4-0. One on, none out, and Russell's 2-run home run cuts the lead in half. None on, 1 out, Jim Brewer on the mound, and Willis's solo home run makes it 5-2. None on, 2 out, Ron Peronsky on the mound, and Ferguson grounds out to end it and send 1963 to the final. So again, fairly comfortable, it must be said. So it leaves us 2020 versus 1963. So 2020, of course, again, shortened season, the COVID season, but it was 43-17 their record. Be a good trivia question. What's the only team to, to win less than 50 games? And I think they won the World Series that year, didn't they? So yeah, that would be a good, I'm sure it has been a trivia question, to be honest. And then 1963 went 99-63 in their regular season. Now, if you're new to the channel, it's a one-off game. We have playing default. We default every game to modern era strategy. It's World Series rosters if available. Injuries are disabled. Let's go see who's on these rosters. So there we go. We can see the rosters there from their particular seasons with the players' season stats. So if you want to have a bit of a longer look at that, by all means, give us a pause and zoom in and all that kind of stuff. But we are going to move on, if you're not doing that, and check the starting lineups. And here they are here. So leading off 2020 will be Chris Taylor in left field. Justin Turner, the Ginger Magnificence, will bat second at third base. Batting third is Corey Seager at shortstop. Mookie Betts, or Mustafa Betts as he's known on this channel, he will clean up in right field. It's Max Muncy at first base batting 5. Will Smith catches at 6. Cody Bellinger and center field bats 7. Enrique Hernandez is a great baseball name. He bats 8 in second base. And it is Clayton Kershaw on the mound. And then for the 63 Dodgers, Maury Willis will lead things off at shortstop. Then we've got the Davis brothers, Willie and Tommy. Don't know if they're brothers or not, to be honest. But anyway, in center and left fields, Frank Howard in right field cleans up. Ron Fairley at first base bats 5. Then you got Ken McMullen at third. Roseborough at catcher. Dick Tracy. Surely just Dick Tracy. Dick Trace Whiskey or something along those lines is batting 8 at second base. And Sandy Cafo. I'm assuming it's Cafo with the French pronunciation. Or Koufax, perhaps. He was very good anyway in the semi-final. And he's going to start this one as well. Alright, so let's get this one underway. A big thank you to all my channel members and Patreons as they scroll across the bottom there. We couldn't be doing this without them, so greatly appreciated. Again, if you are new to the channel, there's links in the description to all the social media, all my social media and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, if you want to have a bit of a look, that's right there. Koufax, or Cafu, is started with a leadoff walk to Taylor and then follows it up with a strikeout of Justin Turner. So Corey Seager will come up now. Full count on him. There's a strikeout, so that is 2 away with the runner at first for Mookie Betts. It's a 3-1, and Mookie has grounded it to the shortstop, and that will be that for the top of the first. So to the bottom of the inning we go. Willis will lead things off. He's going to face Clayton Kershaw, of course. It's a 2-2 pitch, and it is a strikeout for 1 away. It'll be interesting to see, you know, whichever one of these two teams is to progress. And we are just a week away now from the draw. It's a nice catch in left field there from Taylor. If you are new, the way this is going to work is it's going to be a National League bracket, an American League bracket, and then we'll sort of knock it out to like March Madness style till we get to an all-time World Series. So that draw will be next Friday. We've only got 2 clubs to go, the Padres and the Giants, I think it is. As a 2-out double there for Tommy Davis brings Frank Howard to the plate. He draws a walk, so suddenly 2 on 2 out. And a bit of pressure on Kershaw as Ron Fairley comes to the plate. It's a 2-1 pitch. And Fairley into right field. Mookie Betts is not going to have a play at that. And 1963 take the lead. It's an RBI single it'll be scored at, but Fairley's at second. There's a runner at third. That's Frank Howard, isn't it? So 2 on 2 out for McMullen, and he could blow this game wide open here. An 0-2 pitch, and he strikes out. And that could have been a lot worse, couldn't it, for the 2020 Dodgers? But yeah, it'll be interesting to see both well, to be fair, probably all 4 of the teams, but 2020 looked quite good against 88, and 63 looked quite good as well. It would be very interesting to see how far these teams can go. Yeah, no matter which one it is. And so much of it's going to be draw dependent, which is what's always great about these things, as Cody Bellinger pops one up into straight center field. So that'll be 2 away with a runner at first for Enrique Hernandez. He strikes out on a 2-2 pitch to end the top of the second. So Cafo had a little bit of maybe of a dodgy start, didn't he? Giving up a leadoff walk, but pretty lights out since then. A 1-2 pitch here on Roseborough, I think it was. And that will be out at first as Turner makes the play. So that's 1 away. Dick Tracy to the plate. A 1-1 pitch. And he grounds it to the shortstop. That's Seager, isn't it? In 2020. So that'll be 2 away. And it'll be Sandy Cafo. I was so nearly a Dodgers fan, you know, growing up. The Dodgers, because I would... So probably because of the 88 side, to be honest, that would have been roughly when I was sort of really starting to get into it and I started playing T-ball and whatnot. But yeah, I think I had an LA Dodgers hat at one point. I also had an Atlanta Braves hat at one point before I settled on the Mets. But yeah, I was very, very nearly an LA Dodgers fan. As there's a strikeout of Chris Taylor. And it'll be Justin Turner now, the Ginger Magnificence. It's a 1-2 pitch. And he strikes out, and that'll end at the top of the third. So, still a 1-0 game for 63. Willis will lead off the inning. He's 0 for 1. It's an 0-1 pitch. And that is going to drop in, so it's going to be a leadoff single. We've got the Davis brothers up next. They each hit a home run in the semi-final. First pitch swing here is, will it's going to go? No, but it is going to drop in, and that should get into third. And, oh, it's not. He's going to try for it. He's not going to get there, though. It's a very, very good throw from Cody Bellinger, and he gets him at third. So 1 out, runner at first, and it's Tommy Davis, an 0-1 pitch. And they try to pick off his brother at first, but he gets back in time. So we'll try again, a 1-1 pitch. There goes, oh, I tell you what, the base running's got something to be desired, doesn't it? Will Smith guns him at second. Oh no, did he? No, he didn't. That looked out, didn't it? That was, that looked out for all money. Anyway, so a runner at second, a 2-1. And that should score the, run. So, Smith drives in, Davis drives in Davis. It is now 2-0 to 63. Runner at first, Frank Howard at the plate. Full count on him. Howard hits it into deep, well, not even deep, just into right field. Almost shallow right field, in fact. So that is 2 out with a man at first for Ron Fairley. He is 1 for 1 with an RBI. An 0-2 pitch. And Fairley has dropped it in front of the left fielder. And it'll be runners at first and second with 2 out. And it is McMullen to face Kershaw now. He is 0 for 1 today. It's an 0-1 pitch. And that should do it. Ground ball to the second baseman. Over to first. And that's all she wrote. So we'll go to the fourth. It is 2-0 to 1963. And Corey Seager will lead off the inning for 2020. It's an 0-2 pitch. And Corey Seager grounds it sharply hit to the third baseman, but easy play. And that is 1 away. Mookie Betts, 0 for 1. A 2-2 pitch. And there's a strikeout. So that is 2 away. 7 strikeouts. He got double digits in the semi-final as well, did Kofo, however you say it. So there's a walk. So a 2-out walk, and Will Smith to the plate. He walked last time up himself. This time he pops it up into center field. And that'll do it for the top of the fourth. So still hitless. Obviously they're runless. And it's 2-0 to 1963. Roseborough to lead things off. He's 0 for 1. It's a 2-2 pitch. And that is going to be fielded by Corey Seager. Over to first. 1 away. Up will come Dick Tracy now. He's 0 for 1. First pitch swing. And there's a ground ball to the Ginger Magnificence, who gets it out at first. So that is 2 down. And Kofo will now come up. I don't think I've said the same twice yet, have I? Anyway, he strikes out there, and we'll go to the fifth. Still a 2-run game, and Bellinger will lead things off. He is 0 for 1. And it's a full count. Bellinger, thinks about it, stops, and then goes back and have a think about things. Hernandez comes up. Hernandez even. It's a 2-2 pitch on him. And that is going to get through. Is it just enough to get it over the second baseman? So a first hit for 2020. And it is indeed a pinch hit. I was wondering if that might happen. So Austin Barnes, that'll do it for Kershaw. It's a 1-0 pitch, and Barnes is hitting to a double play. And nice appearance, mate. You've done well there. And that'll do it for the top of the fifth. It must be... You know, like that's him for the game now, isn't it? As Dylan Floro comes onto the mound, like surely your teammates are giving you a bit for that, aren't you? You come out, hit into a double, and then that's it. Go and have a shower. All right, Willie Davis with 1 out, no one on, a full count, and Willie has popped it up into center field. A lot of work to be done, and a very good catch in the end by Cody Bellinger. So 2 away for Tommy Davis now, who is 2 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch, and it's a very nice pitch, actually. It strikes out the side. Well, not the side, it strikes out Davis, ends the inning. And it's top of the 6th now for Chris Taylor, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. A 2-2. And Taylor, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Interesting day at the plate. Strikeout number 9 for Kofo. It's the Ginger Magnificence. He strikes out looking, so that's 10. And it brings up Corey Seager, who's 0 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. And it's a ground ball to the second baseman. And that'll do it for that. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Absolutely nothing for 2020 yet. And it'll be Dylan Floro to continue to Frank Howard, who's 0 for 1. First pitch. And Howard grounds it to Turner. Over to first, 1 away. In the last game, there was Bill Buckner playing for, would have been, what, 74 with the other team, wasn't it? I know that name. Is he a commentator now, or is he a coach? I'm assuming it has to be one or the other, because that's the only way I would know players from that era, as that is lined straight to the shortstop to... does that end the inning? It does. A little bit unlucky there. But yeah, so I meant to Google it, and by the time I finish recording this, I'll forget to Google it again, to be honest. I don't know why the name just popped back into my head then. But yeah, definitely know the name Bill Buckner, but I can't figure out if it's a commentary, if he does commentary now, and that's how I know him, or if he's a manager somewhere. Perhaps it's been both. Usually it often is, isn't it? 11 strikeouts now. Will Smith comes up. A 1-2 pitch on him. And we will stretch as Kofu gets his 12th strikeout of the game. It is still 2-0 to 1963. Alright, welcome back. So our pitching change as Jake McGee is going to be on the mound for the bottom of the 7th. It is Roseborough at the plate. And it is the ground ball over to first. And that'll be 1 away. You get the feeling as long as Kofu is on the mound, there may not be much in this game for 2020. Dick Tracy steps in. A full count is popped up into center field, and that is a 2 away. And it is Bill Scoron. So, speak of the devil, that's it. He's gone. He's got 12 strikeouts in 7 shutout innings. And the pinch hitter comes in and gets a 2-out single. So that's been a very productive spot in the line-out, hasn't it? Maury Willis now, who's 1 for 3. It's a 2-2 pitch. Willis grounds it to the third baseman, and that's easy for Ginger Magnificence. And we'll go to the top of the 8th. Ken Rowe will be the new pitcher. Bellinger is on at the plate. And it's going to be a first pitch swing. Does he serve up a nice juicy first ball? He does not. It was pretty sharply hit. Maybe it was. But anyway, he's out at first. 1 away. Enrique Hernandez, the only man in the 2020 lineup with a hit so far today. A 2-0 pitch, and that is not going to be a second hit. So that is 2 away. And Jock Pedersen will be the pinch hitter. It is a 1-1 pitch. And Pedersen grounds it to the third baseman. Not very well hit, but enough to get the play done. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. This is like one of my Cubs performances in the postseason from 2020, isn't it? Just doesn't hit. Pitching's not bad. No one hits the ball. Victor Gonzalez is the new man on the mound. He is going to face Willie Davis. Davis is having a 1 for 3 day. Make that a 2 for 4. As he gets a leadoff single into center field. Up comes Tommy Davis, who's 2 for 3. It's a 1-0 pitch. And that could be a double play. Sager gets the runner at second. That'll be it, though. So 1 out runner at first for Frank Howard, who's 0 for 2. A 1-2 and a strikeout. So that is 2 down. And it is Ron Fairley, who is 2 for 3. 3-1, make that a walk. So bottom of the 8th, 2 on, 2 out. You get the feeling 2020 can't afford any more runs to chase in the 9th. McMullen comes in. That should be an easy enough play at first. It ends the inning. And we'll go to the 9th. 2020 have had 1 hit all game, and they need at least 2 runs here to keep their season alive, or their efforts alive. Ron Peronowski is going to be the new pitcher. Taylor is the man to lead off the inning. So it's the top of the order. It's a 1-2 pitch. Taylor strikes out for a 3rd time. And that is 1 away. Justin Turner now. They're all 0 for 3 apart from Hernandez, aren't they? An 0-2 pitch. That is popped up. So they're down to their final out is 2020. And they've just been absolutely dominated with the ball here, haven't they? It's Corey Sager who's 0 for 3. It's a first pitch swing. Corey Sager grounds it to the first baseman. Pitcher covers. And it'll be 1963 moving on to represent the Dodgers. So that was very, very convincing pitching performance, wasn't it? So 1963 moves on. As I said before, just 2 franchises left to go. Next up, it is the Padres. It is 98 versus 84. One of those will join us, and then we go to San Francisco, and then that's it. Next Friday, a week from today, we will have the draw to see exactly who is going to potentially meet to the final. We'll know exactly who your team is going to, the route they have to get to the all-time World Series. So if you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you next time in San Diego. We're just on the West Coast now for the next 3 episodes, aren't we? Or 2 anyway, after this one. So, yeah, very, very exciting. Looking forward to that. Take care.